Hello, this is Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and this is card number 4 in my series using the Petal Promenade Designer Series paper that's free with a $50 purchase. Today we're going to make this card. The cards that I've already made are this one, this one, and this one. And I'll have one more after this. I'm going to do a drawing for a card that I've already got all ready to mail. It's all the pieces except I can't. Stampin' Up! Doesn't allow us to stamp anything, so the stamping you will have to do yourself. So let me adjust this camera here because we're there. I think that's pretty good. Maybe don't want to knock anything over. Anyway, I'm going to do the drawing. Well, probably on my video that I'll post on Saturday the 16th. And the way you get into that drawing is you like, comment, and share my video that I'm going to do today. And then for everybody that does that, I'll put your name in the drawing for one of these cards. Let me tell you a little bit about this card. This little piece right here I crocheted, and there'll be one of those included. I just happen to have some of these little ribbon slide thing in my stash of stuff when I was looking through some things. This ribbon is retired, and I'm going to include ribbon, one of these, probably not exactly the same one. And then the pearls, the paper, everything's cut out and ready to go. All you have to do is stamp. I was trying to decide what ribbon you could use instead of this, since they don't have this one anymore. I think this ribbon would probably look pretty on there. And this is free with a $50 purchase, as well as the paper. This is the Rich Razzleberry, and I think it looks good. I just didn't feel like using that color. So let's get started on this card. I'm going to remind you of my other drawing for the rectangle stitch framelits. I have a brand new set I'm giving away at the end of the month. And we're going to be using these two today. These two framelits from this set. And I'll show you how I did that. And let's see, we're using this Tufted embossing folder. And Life is Grand stamp set. And Love What You Do stamp set. We're just using the flowers from this set. I stamped them on the inside, and then I used this to stamp, color in the flowers. So anyway, we're using Make-A-Wish and Enjoy Your Day from that stamp set. So let's put this over here. I stamped the envelope with that same stamp from Love What You Do. So the first thing we're going to do, and I'll explain how I did this one, I just cut it out with this die after I stamped it. And this is very vanilla, and if you push the little down arrow, you'll find all the products and the dimensions of the stuff that I used. So that's what I did with that. For this one, since there wasn't a die that size, I cut it out a little bit bigger this way than what I wanted, and bigger this way. And then I cut it out like this. It was too big. So then when I wanted a specific size, so after I cut it out, or die cut it, then I lined up on the other side, I lined up the little stitches and made sure that I was going to be the same size as this one right here. And then I ran it through my emboss, or my die, my Big Shot again, to cut the other end off. And that's how I got it like that. So, because there wasn't a square one of these. Or, I guess that's not really square. But I'll have the dimensions of the size of these, so that if you don't have those stitched framelits, you can just cut them out the size that you need. And then I tied my bow already on the ribbon. I put the little slider on there first, and then put this around. I have a can that I put this around, and it's, let me show you what can it is. It's this can. It's what, those round wafer things come in it. Let's see if you can see it. Those things. So it's not super big, but it's just the right size for what I was doing. Pretty sure, well, I think that's the can I used. Maybe I used a smaller bottle. I know what I used. I used this bottle. It's from Victoria's Secret. It's just a small bottle, and you got to find a bottle that works for you, and this is the one I used. Sometimes I'll use the can if I'm going to do something that's this way, like this. I'll use that bigger can, but for something this way, I use that smaller bottle. So anyway, let's get started. I embossed my piece of fresh fig, and then I glued my pieces on there. So I've already got these stamped, and I just used liquid glue to glue these on. Hopefully there's still some glue in here. If there's not, I have another bottle sitting over there we can use. So we'll glue this to the bottom. Now I know why I make such a mess, because this thing, if there's not very much glue left in a bottle, it's annoying. We'll just open a new one. There. Now I got plenty. I didn't like struggling with the glue. So what I did here is made all sides even on this. Here and here. And just glued it down. And then I did the same thing with my DSP. I don't know if there's an upside or downside to this. I just kind of do whatever kind of looks pretty good to me as far as lining it up. Okay. Then I took my ribbon, and I wanted my ribbon slide on the right. So what I did was I kind of judged where I thought I wanted this bow, and then I came out a little ways so I'd have room to tuck it under and cut it like that. Then I took my glue dots I've been using up from Paper Pumpkin, and I put glue dots on the back of this. I put one behind the bow, this ribbon that I'm going to tuck behind. And then I like to place my bow first so that it's where I want it. And it's not centered on the card this way. It's just kind of up high. So I press that down. And then I turn the card over. I made sure this was where I wanted it. Right out there. Okay. Then I wanted to make sure my little ribbon slide was, it doesn't really matter where it is, but I wanted to stabilize it so it doesn't move around, because it's heavy. And so I put a glue dot on either side of it after I decided where I wanted it. And I put a glue dot. That way it stays where you put it, and it's not going to move around. Actually, the sun came out today. It's been very cold. I looked outside and it's about 60 degrees out there, which is, it's been down in the 20s and 30s. I'm not real fond of the cold. I don't mind the rain, which is probably a good thing because we have a lot of it here. Okay, then I put a glue dot over here and made sure that looked straight to me. Oops, guess I need to take the back of it off. That would help, or it's not going to stick. Okay. Yeah. And then I took some tape, because I didn't want that moving, and taped the ends. Just like to make sure it's not going to come off. Then I took my little crocheted flower. Oh, and I already put a glue dot on the back of that. And I have a glue dot on the back of it. You can use liquid glue. I just found that the glue dots worked best. And I just stuck it on there, just like so. And then I took Stampin' Dimensionals. And I wanted this up off the card. Front of the card, it needed a little bit of dimension. I put quite a few because this is a big piece. And put one there. And you could use your edges also. And I think, just be on the safe side, I'm going to put some there. And it's going to have a lot on there, but that's okay. And one in the middle. There. Lots of glue dots. I mean, not glue dots, but Stampin' Dimensionals. I don't know why I do that. Call glue dots Stampin' Dimensionals and Stampin' Dimensionals glue dots. But it's a good thing you're seeing what I'm doing because you know what I'm using, and it's pretty funny. I've been really enjoying this paper. I have another card ready to video that will be the last one in this series, and I want to just keep keep making them, but you're probably getting bored with all these same paper. Okay, that's your card. Done. That's the inside. We're done with that card. Oh, nope, not quite. Got to put the pearls on it. These are pearls from, let's see, what are they called? I have them written down here. They are called Share What You Love Artisan Pearls. I decided to use something besides white because I didn't want white pearls on this one. I'm using very vanilla. Let's see, I'll put that one on that flower. And put one right there. There. Done. Now it's done. That's your card for today. Let me show you a sneak peek of the one I'm going to do next. I do lots of birthday and thank you cards, and I was in need of some sympathy cards, unfortunately. So we're going to do a sympathy card, and this is the next card that I'm going to do with this paper. I thought it turned out just lovely. So that's the next card. Remember the drawing, March 31st. Sign up as a demonstrator under me, and you'll get your name in the drawing 3 times. Here's my website. If you don't want to sign up as a demonstrator and just want to be my customer, every $50 you spend, you get your name in the drawing for each $50. This is the host code for March. Spend $50, use this. Up to $149. If you spend $150, don't use that code. Celebration's still going. It's almost over. A lot of things aren't available anymore. So that's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes with Celebration. You buy early so you don't miss out. Well, I hope you have a blessed day, and I look forward to meeting with you on for my next video. And enjoy the sunshine if there's any in your state. Thank you for watching.